Hello, 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 everybody. How you doing? Hope everyone's having a good week. I figured out how to switch my bunny into being a white bunny. In case you don't know, you can actually, in the little stream avatars box below the stream, you can actually change what color your rabbit is. There are 3 different options. As well as a bunch of other stuff, fun stuff you can do with it. Hey Zen, how you doing? Hope your Monday night is treating you well. Like how everyone defaults to the black bunny. So, this is finale week. This is the big week. We're finishing Mass Effect tonight. We're finishing Final Fantasy VII tomorrow. No ifs, ands, or buts. I will continue to play until both of these games are done tonight. Somehow I don't think we're even going to use up the entire usual 3 hours that I usually play for Mass Effect. I've played through this one so much. I'm doing great, Zen. I am just ready for a vacation. I'm ready for a break. I've got my birthday coming up next week. I've got a holiday this week with lots of family and stuff like that. I get to take a stuffed animal that is bigger than my niece to go and visit my niece for the first time. So I'm kind of excited to see how she'll react to it. A stuffed animal that's twice the size of her. Yeah, this week is kind of been. I'm looking forward to it because we're going to do this and Final Fantasy, and then I was kind of thinking about it. Pink Bunny. Got so many bunnies on the screen tonight. Everything coming up, Pink Bunny. An old inside joke with my family. But I was thinking about it, and one of the things I was thinking about, like what I want to do. Now that we're finishing up 7, we're finishing up this. Do I jump right into things? And part of me was thinking about it, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is maybe just taking December off from streaming to focus on some other projects I need to work on, and then come back fresh in January with Crisis Core and Mass Effect 2. And not to say I won't stream, but I probably won't have any sort of regular schedule. It'll just be kind of like, hey, I feel like streaming tonight. I'm going to stream tonight. So one of those last minute kind of like, I'll let people know, but you never really know kind of things. But don't count on me having any sort of regular schedule through December. It'll probably just be this tomorrow night and then my big birthday stream next week. And then I'll probably be taking December off and working on trying to get some other things done. Because I've been promising people the Endwalker story summary is coming, and I've been putting it off for about 6 months, and I think it's about time I actually go back and finish that. Not to mention a few other things. Some revamps on the website. Record, maybe try and do some actual video essay type stuff that I've been planning on doing, but I haven't had a chance to. You know, just kind of take some time. Work on some other projects for December. But other than that, I am looking forward to getting into this and hanging out and just having some good times. So the birthday stream is, I'll have more news about it next week. But at least part of the stream is going to be a big collab between a bunch of us, including at least, I don't know if anyone in the chat, but there's going to be a bunch of us that we're going to play a couple rounds of Among Us together. I might do some other stuff for my birthday too, I don't know. But we'll kind of just see how it goes. But it'll be on a Saturday night, I think is currently the plan. I'll definitely hash out the details and have those out next week for my schedule and everything like that. I think that brings us up to date with all of the announcements. So let's see. Yeah, I think so. Let's head into the game and let's see what we can do about taking care of our finishing big finale here. Actually, I should probably bring up my list of people to kill in this game. I feel like I've really got to specify in this game. One of those things where you don't want to send the wrong impression out to the world. Alright, so we are back here with our final round of Mass Effect tonight. We are going straight to Ilos. We don't have anything else we need to do. We have taken care of pretty much every other named NPC we can kill. We have. As I said, Mass Effect 1's kind of the easy one to get through because, quite frankly, there's not nearly as much to do with it. It's really when you get into Mass Effect 2 and 3 that you start getting into this requires careful planning, this requires setup, and because you have to complete a certain mountain number of missions on top of the fact that you have to make sure certain people die and whatnot, and it gets into kind of a crazy, like, you need to have a spreadsheet set up for this sort of thing sometimes. But don't worry, you guys just get to hang out and watch that. I'm the one who has to do the planning. And of course, we didn't romance anyone, so there's no romance scene here. I love how stealthy it actually feels when you jump
Commander, we've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker.
Even if they had visual, they would have no way of knowing,
Negative on
because
that,
we find
Commander.
out in
The
the
nearest
second
landing
game they don't
zone's
have
2
windows
clicks
on
away.
their ships.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something close.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
Alright, Matilde, thanks
You
for
need
the
at least
lurk.
100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there. We have to try. Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
It
The
doesn't
descent
matter.
angle's too
It's
steep.
the Mako.
It's our only
it
option.
literally is indestructible.
Not an option. It's a suicide
Mostly.
run.
Terrain-wise.
I can do it.
Like, it
Joker?
can run it right into a
I
wall
can
and
do
won't do anything to the thing.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
See. Take. Any suggestions for who we should take for the final mission? Logically, we need probably Tali. I've been taking Garrus, but now we have Liara here. That's a possibility. I don't want to take Ash. He's just loud. Yeah, we can take Garrus. We're going to be seeing enough of Liara throughout the entire trilogy. I'm pretty sure we only get one more game. Is the shimmering on the ship the stealth technology? That is.
You two, keep moving inside now.
Just you two, though. The rest of you, stay where we.
We have
have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There's no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We'll have to
Or-
find some way to get it up and running.
A crowbar. Or, this is just another suggestion here, there is a very large cannon on this. I know you say brute force isn't an option. Can we at least try? Try. Oh. Let's see how many of these guys I can kill through weaving through this small little hole here. Yeah? Think you can get away from me? Yeah. I see you in there. Right? Oh! Yeah. Got all three of them. Without even having to pull out our guns. Very nice. Oh! Yeah, you go out. Oh. Apparently death armatures are no match for shotgun. Most things in this galaxy seem to be very vulnerable to shotgun. I still find it hilarious that you can headshot the tanks. I mean, technically it does do better damage itself. I don't know how that works though. Honestly, I don't know how headshots on a Geth work in general. They're just software platforms, right? The hardware isn't like their consciousness or their ability to understand things. It's all like in the cloud, right? I know I've talked about this before. I know I had to have talked about this before. Am I? Yeah, this just doesn't make sense. I mean, even what we learned about. Elevator or something. A lot of guys. This is why I kind of. Oh man, check out the glutes. I'm just saying. Geth be thick. Yo. Slap them cheeks. He's also just. Just a locked. Always get lost in this area. Which is impressive considering how many times I've played this game. Armature. On. No. Because it doesn't matter, I already blew up all the armatures, I think. I could move towards the clearly marked X on it. Okay, I say clearly marked, but the map isn't really a map. It's like a weird radar thing, like a vague direction. What's this area? Oh, it does. Need to go to the plaza right next to the food court. Over here from the app? I think? That's where we are. That's where we are. Get the feeling that originally one of the big things in this is from the visions and all that different stuff. If you actually like try and slow it down and look at all the different pictures and everything they show you whenever Shepard has one of his crazy visions, that this is what their original idea for what the Protheans were going to look like. Something like this, like Cthulhu humanoid things. Because they show you those pictures like over and over and over of like those statues. Oh! Thank you. This is something that even punching is more effective, not at close range. Something. I don't get the feeling of the soundtrack in this unoriginal for the Blue Man Group even performs still? It's just me being old man Bry again. People remember the Blue Man Group though, right? It's not just a me thing. Performing in Vegas. Just run past them. Those many blue people playing instruments, right?
Must be running
Yes.
off its own generator.
They paint themselves blue and they play weird PVC tube-based instruments.
From here after he went inside. We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
I mean, in all fairness, I've never seen one of their performances either. I've listened to like a CD of theirs. My family went to Vegas once and actually got to see them, and actually someone in their group, I want to say it was my father, but I might be wrong. It might just be someone else. Actually got pulled up on stage with one of their little hijinks because they do weird like stunts like Cirque du Soleil does with like the audience beforehand. Threw off my rocket. I'm sorry, you threw off the shepherd's rocket.
Come on. Saren's already got a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That's a chance we'll have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Forgot password.
Sounds like some kind of message. but
Can't
I don't
log into
recognize the
Netflix.
language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we can't understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Incredible. The cipher must have transferred an understanding of the Prothean language into your mind.
You think that'd be impressive, but it turns out it never comes up again.
Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope.
Apparently they're looking for someone named Hope.
Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It's too damaged, and it
said
changed
something
voices
about the
halfway
conduit,
through.
But it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
Right. I can't be stopped. I don't know why, but for some reason, Tally's outfit right now looks like she has a robot arm. Her right arm is robotic. I mean, I know it's not, but I have no way of actually knowing that. Like, not like I've ever seen her arm without the suit.
Who votes we take the vehicle into the creepy underground bunker?
Ooh,
The firepower will come in handy.
I knew I brought you two for a reason. Now let's see if I can actually drive this thing.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. Must
Ah!
have been in too much of it.
Or we just haven't run into it yet.
It is kind of a dark area in the game. But it also might be your phone's brightness. I can't say. I can't see the settings on your phone. Or can I? Hacking Matilda's
What
phone.
are all those things on the wall?
Activating.
Container?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep them.
That could actually maybe help that. Venus! Turn up the looms!
Themselves alive through cryogenic freezing.
I don't know if that actually changed anything at all. I'll bring this. Oh. There. Switched it off HDR and just onto regular so I could turn up the brightness. Hopefully that's a little bit better now. This is not going to be getting any brighter through the rest of this game, I don't think. It's a wall!
What's happening?
It's a trap. Sarah must have set an ambush.
I don't think Saren's behind this.
We flipped it! And then magic. It should be an achievement. I agree. It should be an achievement to flip the Mako. It ain't easy to do. There's only a few spots I found that you can do it with.
If this were simply an automated trap, Saren would have triggered it. What do you think this is?
Whatever it is, we should be careful.
It's an elevator, guys. We've been in hundreds at this point.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
So of the three things that
Looks
were
like some
anticipated,
kind of
there
VI
was Prothean, Machine.
damaged. I do not
All of them.
sense the taint of indoctrination upon
I
any
guess
of
it's
you.
pretty easy to
Unlike
actually
the other
anticipate
that passed
things then if you
recently.
just break it down
Perhaps
like
there
that.
is still hope.
Wait a minute. How come I can understand you? Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend.
Thankfully,
My name
you
is
guys
Vigil.
won't shut up.
You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
I don't have time for this. I got people to kill.
Saren could
Gang.
be at the conduit right now. We have to go.
You seek to end a cycle that has continued for millions of years. To stop it, you must first understand it, or you will make the same mistakes we did.
Well, then how do we
The
understand it?
Citadel is
You
the
will
heart
not
of your
know for at least
civilization
2 more
and the
games.
seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through,
I find
and
it
all you know
hilarious
will be
that
destroyed.
ultimately every form of government in every cycle has all just unanimously decided the Citadel should be the seat of government. No one has ever disagreed with this plan.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That's my job.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decade,
If only we had invested in 24-hour
people.
news network.
World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Or they could have silenced anyone who opposed. That got dark quick. I suppose that is a valid possibility there, but look, all I'm saying is maybe we shouldn't have the seat of our government in the same place where everyone else died. Yeah, we should consider other options, right? No.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were
This
conquered,
is so much a better
their
version of
populations
this.
enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me
The
what I need to
conduit
know.
is Ilos was a top-secret facility.
Yeah.
Conduit's not a weapon. It's a backdoor onto the Citadel.
We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff, but the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years
I forgot how
passed,
long this is.
decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted.
You should have fought.
I began to eventually own.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there.
You couldn't let
This,
every...
when the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were
Who am
the
I
key.
talking to again? A computer, essentially. Not even a Prothean, it's a Prothean computer. They just left it on.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After
liked it better
decades
when you
of
were Van
feverish study,
Belsar.
this time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control. Sovereign will override the Citadel.
I'll take
There's a
Sovereign.
day it will.
Wait,
Skip,
Through
skip,
the
skip, skip, skip.
Saren.
Saren. Essentially, what we were talking about was the fact that the Citadel is actually a big relay satellite for all of the Reapers to do the invade and kill everybody type of thing. But the Keepers broke and didn't turn on the thing they were supposed to, so Saren has to go turn it on manually.
the Protheans did not fade.
That was literally it.
It falls to us to
All
make
they
the most of it.
established.
So I suggest we hurry.
Me, probably. Blah, blah, blah. I want to be evil now. I mean, that is pretty much the summary of this playthrough. I'm more looking for Mass Effect 2 when it can be really evil. Throw people out windows. Randomly assassinate people for no reason. Saves carries over? Yeah. Yeah, so that's the fun thing about this, is that every decision we make carries over into the next game. So the people we have killed in this game will not be showing up in the second game. And whoever we kill in the second game won't appear in the third game. which creates some real fun snowball effects. Oh. No. Oh, hey, Argo! Yeah, it has been a long time. Been busy with a big move? Well, I hope it went well. Guys, don't maybe stand on a big row so I can blow you all up in once. Three Amigos strategy not work always so good. Done as well as it could? Well, sometimes that's the best you can hope for. And I am glad that it didn't go worse for you. The end already? No, we're in like it's very autumnal? Autumn? The word that means it's like autumn. I actually kind of like it. It's kind of pretty in some regards.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't going to make it easy on us.
You remember playing the original Mass Effect 1 to maximize XP, you had to leave the Mako since it lowered XP. That is true. I remember that being just a pain in the butt. On the other hand, I also remember being able to take out a Thresher Maw in like 2 shots with a super overpowered sniper rifle. Autumnal. Is that how you say that? Am I saying it right? Like, I know the word, but I've never actually said it out loud.
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel. Evacuate the Council. Citadel Control. Citadel Control. Do you copy?
Wait, now we get 30 seconds? Oh no! Boom!
Hang on. Things are going to get a little rough.
Speaking of first time playing the original Mass Effects, first time I ever played this in Mass Effect, I actually missed the conduit closing because I kept trying to kill those things. There were like 2 models of sniper rifles that you could get that could maybe do 2 shots before they overheated.
Please begin emergency evacuation.
But for the most part, yeah, they were usually just like 1 shot. So you might as well just go for the 9s and power up those shots as best as you could, especially with an infiltrator build. Get extra damage with your cloak, all sorts of good stuff. Delightfully broken. Citadel Has Fallen, starring Gerard Butler. Is that Gerard Butler? He looks different than I remember, but, you know, I don't keep up with celebrities.
Critical failures detected. Please begin emergency evacuation procedures. This is not a drill. Critical emergency evacuation procedures.
Alright, fine, we'll talk to the robot.
This is not a drill. Presidium is experiencing severe system malfunctions across the entire level.
You don't
All
say.
non-emergency personnel must evacuate immediately.
Well, he only looks blue on like half of his face. The other half looks kind of orange. Just strangely appropriate for this game, considering that Renegade and Paragon are symbolized by blue and red, respectively. Your life's been taken over by Baldur's Gate 3 and CRPGs in general. You'd say send help, but you're too far gone. Godspeed, Argo. May you find peace in Avernus.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7. Civilian casualties are high. I am also detecting...
I kind of wanted to do the thing. I don't know if anyone's ever seen this movie. It was a movie from the mid-2000s, I want to say. But it was it was not a good movie. But I had fun with it because it was just kind of like so bad it's good kind of way. It was called Ultraviolet. But there's a scene in it where she like has essentially a jacket of holding. She can hold as many weapons as she wants inside of her jacket. So she has got this jacket on, and she walks through a security thing, and the thing comes up, it's like, calculating weapons found, calculating numbers of weapons found, calculating numbers of weapons found, number of weapons found, many. It cracks me up to this day. I don't understand. You got 51 out of 53 achievements on Steam. Got a playthrough to finish that, and got it on the PS5 and working to get the platinum. What are the 2 achievements you're missing on Steam? I gotta know now. You got 51 out of 53. Which 2 are you missing?
Come on. We need to stop Saren before it's too late.
Please begin emergency evacuation procedures. This is not a drill. Critical failure. All monitored systems.
I've been tempted to get it on the PS5 for, but I'm kind of waiting to debate on whether or not to get it. Wait for the physical edition that comes with all the extra stuff that they just announced. You're telling me that you have gone through all those playthroughs and never once romanced Karlach? Shame on you, Argo. Shame, shame, shame.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
I never got the Tieflings die one because it keeps thinking that there's still Tieflings left that I haven't found, and I'm pretty sure I've accounted for all of them. I don't want to take that clip of like of the Reaper running through all the ships and just take the clip and put it on like the idiots behind the wheel Reddit. No, I see why. Yeah, it's supposedly you can get Karlach in an evil playthrough, but I've never successfully done it. She always just wants to immediately kill me as soon as she meets me. No, I'm pretty sure I got the kid with the harpies.
We're going outside.
I remember him well because he's the only tiefling with an afro. Was it? Not to go too into it, Was it the fight at the inn? I think I may have lost someone at the inn too. I think that may have been what maybe cost me the whole thing. Yeah, that's a I don't know how to get around that one. That's a save scummy one to be sure. We gotta go up the elevator. There's been a ridiculous many times I have played through this game and keep forgetting the fact that we're technically going vertical right now. Like, we're going up, not left and right. I always get in my head that this is just a subway or something. We're just at a subway station, not the elevator. Just use your shield. Rocket game is terrible.
Catching you up.
Even on the easiest difficulty, this part is annoying if you're not a soldier. If you're a soldier, it's super easy. You just keep blasting immunity and walking through these guys. That is the only way I've ever beaten this game is on insanity, is just abusing immunity on a soldier. Direction I'm supposed to go. Fun fact, in Baldur's Gate 3, wizards can scribe spells of any level they have to have spell slots for. So 11 cleric, 1 wizard have access to all the spells you can scribe as well as all cleric spells. So it doesn't have to be in the wizard spellbook. You can just do it with anything. Be any of your spell lists. Oh, it has to be the wizard list? Aw, oh, darn. He just ran into the wall? You don't have to have the wizard levels. You just have to have the spell slots, and it has to be on the wizard spell list. Okay. Because it goes by overall caster level, I guess? Makes me wonder what would be if you ended up multi-classing into paladin or something like that that's not a full caster. Oh, you would do. Darn zero G. And I think the prison break is in Act 3, if I recall correctly. But that place is actually, that part was absolutely nuts. Although I am proud of myself, I did manage to save, I want to say almost everyone from that. I may have missed one person. Bye-bye. Oh no, I know what prison break you're talking about. Yeah, no, that's... I hated that one. I had to save scum my way through that one, too. I actually went on a whole rant on Twitter about it. That's different from your destroyer. But you die just the same. You take half your paladin levels or half caster levels and add them to your full caster levels. Does it still work that? I mean, I get that that's how it works in 5e. Does it still work that way when you do it in Baldur's Gate? I've learned not to assume that just because it works a certain way in 5e, that you should assume that it works the same way in Baldur's Gate. Because there's a few things that are different. Yes, it does. Good to know. Good to know. My current playthrough, I'm doing a Bard Lock. Ripper's on the ground. Ripper's dead. Because the camera got screwed up. That happens sometimes. I don't know why. It still happens even in the Legendary Edition. We're back here to deal with all this? You can stack the Warlock extra attack with other sources. Is that not the way it is on the tabletop? You could. Maybe I'm just playing it wrong at the table. I love the weird physics things you can do. Send that guy flying up to the ceiling and shoot him while he's up there. Works. The Ranger 5, Warlock 5 can attack 3 times and no extra attack sources don't stack on the tabletop to me. But I thought that was only when you had a class feature that granted you extra attack, which the extra attack from Warlock is not the extra attack feature. It's part of another thing that you get as part of the Pact of the Blade or whatever. So wouldn't that be a different source so it doesn't... I don't know. I think it's one of those things that really kind of depends on your DM kind of thing. Rational thinking, there's no reason that this should be able to protect me from whatever this thing's doing. Don't get stuck. Always right in this area too that the camera gets stuck. I don't know why. Somehow that worked out. I don't like Bugs Bunny sticking my finger down the barrel for that. What's the point of all these? They look like they're guns. I want to say they're guns. Or they antenna? I don't. Oh, he's really close. We're really close. There's a rope right underneath his butt. Oh, that'd be why. We're right at the access hatch. I guess we are at the end. I think I should feel bad about this place being burnt up like this. Okay, I do feel a bit bad about the I really don't care. The funny thing is, we never see this place again. Do we? I don't remember now. Do we ever come back here in the later game? How do I start solitaire on this thing? No, I don't want to play spider, just regular solitaire. Someone was trying to play solitaire. You develop a setup that lets you attack 15 times in the first round.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Oh, so the PHP does explicitly state that the Eldritch Invocation doesn't stack with the extra attacks? Okay. I don't know. I'd still let it go. I suppose just because I'm imagining there's some setup where if you have like a build between two different classes, you could potentially synergize it to get more than the intended amount. I have to imagine you'd have to give up some stuff to get that.
Had to wipe out a few hundred of your followers along the way. Sorry if I kept you waiting.
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
What is he floating on? Look at it next time the camera goes back to the wide shot.
I'm heading to that master control panel, and you can't stop me.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then.
It looks like a sled.
Sovereign has upgraded me.
You're an idiot.
Fancy hardware's not gonna save you.
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't
You don't
stop
look any
thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination. The
And I
doubts
realized,
began to eat
why
away
is
at
that
me.
so bad?
Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone.
Like Shepard's
I believe
face is
Sovereign
just sitting
can
there
rule
just going,
me. I
are you
understand
kidding
the
me?
Reapers need organics.
Are you listening to
Join us,
yourself?
And Sovereign will find a place for you, too.
I'd rather die than live like that.
Then you will die. And your companions. Everyone you know and love. Everyone you've ever met. Don't you understand? You will all die.
Why do I think
The
that was the
Reapers
plan
can't
anyway.
be stopped. Not by the Protheans. Not by you. The cycle always continues.
Look, I'm just saying that the Protheans couldn't even get their computers to still work after 5,000 years. I'm not going to hold them up to this impossible standard, especially now that we know that, like, all the things they're like, oh man, the Protheans were so cool. They built the mass relays. They did not. They built the Citadel. They did not. What did the Protheans do that was so impressive now? Really?
The Reapers don't use organics. They devour and discard them. As soon as the conquest is over, you'll be cast aside.
I had no choice. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. Surrender or death. There are no other options.
After being hasted and having an elixir of bloodlust, Thrust Around will go like this. Attack action, 3 attack, 1 dread ambush or attack. Haste action, 3 attack, action surge, 3 attack. Mostly because I don't have something killed here. Bloodlust action for 3 attack. That's... Well, I would say, well, for one, I will congratulate you. That is very impressive to have worked out that many attacks in a single round. I will say, though, Argo, it does make you sound a little impatient. I just want it to be dead. I want to get going. The circus is in town. I don't want to fight you. I don't care if you're the avatar of some god. There's a genie that'll give me a prize.
You could have resisted. You could have fought. Instead, you surrendered. You quit.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for...
Well, there was a chance, and then you shoved crap in your
The
brain.
implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's never too late to do the right thing.
There's still one way to stop this. If you've got the guts.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Russian roulette. Russian roulette. Warning. Suicide? I put that at the start, shouldn't I have? Oops. My bad. 25 Renegade. Because that really matters at this point. I know, it's a new game plus thing. You can always come back and new.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick,
I
open
mean,
the
with an
station's
item that
arms.
gives you another
Maybe the
bonus
fleet can take
action when at
Sovereign
half
down.
health, if I dual wield
See if you
melee
can
or
open a
have hand
communications
crossbows,
channel.
it's 17 attacks because of the 2 bonus attack.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down.
Now, what level do you have to be to pull off this build?
The Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
You were expecting someone else?
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector.
So you
with
have to
the
be
entire
max
Arcturus
level.
fleet.
Okay.
We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you sure about this, Shepard? Human casualties will be very high if you send your fleet in now.
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign's a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
True. That's why you can't waste reinforcements trying to save the Council. You must hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
This is another one of those conversations that are really
Come in now to
interesting.
save
Much
the
like
Ascension, or back.
Noveria and with the Council, talking to the Council, I get the feeling there's like a priority list on who says what. And it's always kind of interesting to see who falls on what side when you actually bring them onto this mission. Like, here it's kind of hilarious that you have the Turian saying we have to let the Council live, we have to help the Council, we have to keep the Council alive. Turians, of course, being on the Council. Whereas the Quarians, the outcasts of the galaxy, are just like, nah, just let them die. Are just like, it's a nice, firm, like, I can see where these politics fall. But this isn't the save everyone playthrough. And this is the final option we have to take someone out that will be gone permanently.
Hold off, Joker. We're not sacrificing human lives to save the Council. Keep our ships back until they can get a shot at Sovereign.
I hope you know what you're doing, human. Don't let the Council die.
Oh, now I'm human. Oh, Garrus. Oh, I get it. Now
All
I'm
Alliance ships,
human.
hold
What
formation.
happened to
Wait for a shot at
Shepard?
Sovereign. Nothing else matters.
Shep,
I repeat,
want to go
nothing
hit
else
some
matters.
Pool billiards? Snooker? Now it's all just like, human. Good choice. Human.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Open a comm channel. This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage. Guardian defenses are over. Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel.
Every party member has a place on the Paragon Renegade meter. Garrus is more renegade than Tali. And yet Garrus is the one saying that we should save the Council. Yep. He's still down there.
Make sure he's dead.
Yeah, it was Garrus wanting to say. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Garrus is the cop. it's one of those things where I find very funny with Garrus, where he's kind of like, screw the rules. I'm totally like renegade for life. I'm gonna go my own way. I don't have to follow the regulations or do the paperwork.
He's dead.
Until it's beneficiary to him in some way. Like, him or his people. And then suddenly, kinda like goes back on all that. It keeps coming up a few times throughout the series. Where he's just like, yeah, screw the rules, screw the system. Unless it works out in my favor. And then the system's great and you need to protect it. Random skeleton. I like the implication is that like Saren's entire skull was machine except for his jaw.
I am sovereign, and this station is mine.
And of course, they make him based off of like the most annoying enemy in the freaking game. Here we go. Put for 2 seconds. All I'm asking. You're not a threat to me at this point. You're just annoying. You guys don't. Yeah, we're on the final boss fight. Maybe I should actually level up these guys. We need to have both a good guy and a bad guy on these options. I know, but it's always so fun which ones end up which, really. The most Renegade Brigade and Callie and Garrus are both high Paragon. I get it, but it's still really funny when it turns out to see who's defending what. Like, who randomly ends up on the side of the Rachna? I unfortunately do not have stasis. Yeah, but there is some power in this thing that I remember this, like, you could just turn this into a nothing fight and have this done by now. I'm also 5 levels short, so that doesn't help.
Shield disabled.
Where'd he go? There he is. Stop hopping around. You go away. The only reason it's difficult is he's hopping around and the ads. Yeah, usually you can have this fight done before the ads even show up, though. Also doesn't help that I'm using a shotgun, which is not the most efficient way to do this fight. And I've got 2 engineers that don't offer a ton of offensive capability here. Hey, we've reached the halfway point. Defeated. I
Negative. This
am
is our only
Squid.
chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
I am Kid. Ah. And of course it recharges the shield. Yeah. Hackett is the best character in Mass Effect. I can't convince you otherwise. I'm not going to try to. Hackett's awesome. Hackett and Anderson are like some of my favorite characters in the entire series. I won't try and convince you otherwise. And his shield recharged all the way again. Really quick. You know, I don't have like any levels in this. It's gotta be better at getting rid of the stupid shield and the shotgun. Tali is unavailable. Is Tali dead? Or just lost? No, she's not dead. She's right there. Saren is there. I think? Everything's kind of blurry. Mom beat Bloodborne? That's awesome. I'm gonna have to give her some congratulations. Oh, is it now? I have to turn it down a little bit here. Sorry about that. One second here. Just the audio levels. They did get kind of pop up there, didn't they? He's somewhere. I can see him. Daka, daka, daka. Well, that's what this fight calls for. Yeah, just stay on that rock for a second, will ya? Palm! I heard you beat Bloodborne! A little too quiet now? Alright. There's the medium point between the two. I'm gonna punch you to death here, Saren. There. No? How are you still... You've got to be kidding me. In games, your motto is, if it's not dead, I haven't hit it hard enough. Better hit the body just to be sure. There. Done. Toast. Here we go, Palm. We both beat a game tonight. I think Joker's just about to take your motto here, Argo.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Thank you, Hackett. Kind of reminds me of my universal boss strategy in MMOs. People are like, okay, so what's the strategy for this boss? My ultimate answer is always kill it before it kills us. That is the strategy. Game's completed!
Go!
End of the trilogy right there. Dead. Giant GTA wasted. Office redecorated.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Arrest the Quarian.
It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
No, fantasies aren't finaled until tomorrow night. Her eyes glow underneath that visor like she's a WoW character. This would be more impressive if there was actually like a moment of actual doubt, like he was actually dead at all, instead of, yeah, we haven't looked that far back in the room yet. Sorry.
We got your message, Ambassador. What's all this about?
These are strange times, Captain. The battle with Sovereign changed everything, and we need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing. We had to hold our fleet back to go after Sovereign. It was the only way.
I agree, but this also presents us with an opportunity.
I just noticed the lighting is different if you let the council die. If the council's alive, you're in a nice, like, bright, well-lit area for this conversation. But with Udina here, it's actually this dark, ominous, like, Illuminati hallway. When are we going to start Mass Effect 2? Probably in January. I'm taking, my plan is currently to take off December and work on some other projects not streaming related. So we'll probably start up with Mass Effect 2 and Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core in January.
The Council was always holding us back. When I saw the opportunity to get rid of them, I took it.
Good God, Shepard. How can you even say that?
What? What are you gonna do?
Captain, we all know it's true. Sacrifice.
Take away my cookies?
Assured our victory over Sovereign. The end justified the means. We humans understand that. It's what makes us stronger than the others.
What are you saying?
The galaxy needs leadership, real leadership. When a crisis hits, we can't be paralyzed by debate like the old council.
First thing that happens in Mass Effect 2 is you are paralyzed with debate by the old council. This decision means nothing in the grand scheme of things. It's hilarious. It's like the one thing that doesn't carry over. And yes, Crisis Core. I got a new capture card so I can hook up my PS5 to the computer, so we're able to do Crisis Core next after we finish 7. Because I've never played that one. And the birthday plans? Currently, it's looking like we're going over... It's going to be on next Saturday... Not next Saturday. A week from Saturday, December 2nd, in the evening, is going to be the plan. At least evening my time is going to be the plan.
The rest of the
But we haven't officially formalized 100% everything yet, so that's still roughly tentative, but that's where it's being narrowed down to.
They've never faced anything like this before. They don't know what to do. They want us to step forward. They believe in humanity because of you. Your ruthless pursuit of Saren and the Geth.
Ruthless is right.
That's what humans are capable of.
We are capable of genocide.
The others will follow us, Shepard. They know we're their only hope. We will have a human council with a human chairman.
The ambassador's right. I may not like it, but we can't deny the truth.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our chairman should be.
Your birthday plans got postponed until you have funds for it? Aww. Well, I hope you have those funds soon, Argo. Everyone deserves to have a fun birthday. You might be outside on the morning of December 3rd. Why would you ever go outside? The bad choice. Ultimately, this doesn't matter too much, but yeah, we'll go with
We need
Gideon.
someone who understands how politics really works.
This changes like 2 conversations, ultimately.
He is the logical choice. So what happens now?
We start killing.
You two can argue politics all you want, but the Reapers are still out there. They're coming. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Smash cut to Mass Effect 2, where the Reapers are still coming, and you're doing nothing about it.
If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. And no other species in the galaxy truly understands what it will take to survive.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Other races will have to follow our lead. We need to take control. It's time for humanity to rise up and seize its destiny.
That's not a villain speech right there. Memory serves the whole reason a conversation occurs is because of the bug with the save import. But the conversation occurred even in the original game before there even was a Mass Effect 2 to have a save import bug. dun. Dun 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 dun. Yay, Casey Hudson, who is left BioWare and then came back and then left and then I think he's back again. Oh, the Who was counselor in ME2 thing? That makes sense. But they didn't have the whole thing where you could... I would have been the best thing to have is that there's just the opening shuttle ride. It's like, okay, Shepard, who did you support to become the new counselor? I supported Udina. Okay. And what did you do about this fanboy that was on the Citadel? So, we have the official lineup list here of who we actually ended up killing in this game. I got the list here that we can go through. We have Dr. Michelle's blackmailer, Jax from the Rita Sisters quest. We killed the AI that was embezzling money. Garrett's brother died because we never bothered to go and check on him or anything like that. The colonist survivor, who was enslaved and made it to the Citadel and everything, we got her to kill herself. And we killed Kohaku. We also punched the reporter, but, you know, that doesn't count as a death. On Pharos, we killed all of the colonists. We killed Jong. And we killed the Asari clone lady. On Noveria, we killed all of the guards, all of the Rachni. I actually don't always punch the reporter on Paragon playthroughs because you really get especially after Mass Effect 3, I have a hard time doing it because there's a real emotional scene if you never punch her. Like, if you just go through the whole thing and just answer all of her questions and everything, by the time you get to Mass Effect 3, there's a really nice, sweet moment with her if you have been real nice to her the entire time. Where she's just kind of like, has a little bit of a breakdown and you comfort her, and it's really sweet. On Vermeer, we killed Kaidan, as voted on by the viewers and people on Twitter. We killed Kirrahe, so no more standing the line. And of course we killed Rax. We killed Dr. Salion, Dr. Hart. When we tried to stop the destruction of Terra Nova or bring down the sky, we killed all of the Batarians. Including the one guy who was like, I'm just doing my job, just let me do this and blah, blah, blah. No, we killed him anyway. And of course, we killed Balak and the hostages. And then for the various other missions, we did the hostile takeover, where we ended up killing 2 crime bosses and the 3rd crime boss, Miss Helena Blake, so she won't be showing up anymore. In the case of Major Toombs, we let him kill the scientists, and then he killed himself. We wiped out the Exogeny facilities after they were experimenting with the Thorian stuff. Dr. Ross was that character's name. We killed Haliot, who was a terrorist from Turian terrorists. I'm saying that 10 times fast. Turian terrorist who was trying to blow us up. We killed Nasana, Dantius' sister. And we killed Major Kyle and his entire cult. And then finally, we killed Jacob and Julia, who were on the MSV Worthington, where Jacob was in a coma and Julia went insane and killed everyone else who tried to unplug him. So we unplugged him. And then killed her. Yeah, he was bugged to be a human, which made no sense with the actual plot that was being explained. So that was the end of Mass Effect Grim Reaper. Of course, we're not done yet. We're doing the entire trilogy. We're going to see how many people we can completely rack up with this whole thing. So we'll be back with Mass Effect 2. But that's for another time. And due to my prediction, I was right. We finished this off earlier than I expected. But I had a great time with it. We had a lot of fun with this. And as I mentioned earlier, Mass Effect 2 is when it's going to get tricky, because that's when we're going to actually have to start to balance some of these things out to get through the game, to make sure we kill everybody, the right people, the right amount of people, and in the right order, in order to ensure we can get through the entire trilogy. Because 2 is the sticking point where kill too many, can't carry the game over into Mass Effect 3. So you have to kill just the right amount. And of course, tomorrow I'll be back with what is planned to be the final episode of Mass Effect. This was the final episode of Mass Effect. Tomorrow will be the final episode of Final Fantasy VII, where we finish up and we go through the Northern Cave, we finish off Sephiroth. We've done everything that we really, I mean, not everything. I mean, we skipped everyone's ultimate weapon pretty much and a bunch of others. But, you know, it doesn't really matter in the end. We're not doing 100% completion of these. Because, oh man, that would be a terrible precedent to set going into 8, wouldn't it? Get all the triple triad cards. No, don't want to. No. Well, I hope I'll see you tomorrow too, Argo. And of course, that'll be at the same time as tonight, which is going to be 6 p.m. Pacific time here in the States. Translate as necessary. And then I will be off for the rest of the week because we have the big Thanksgiving holiday here in the States, in which involves me going to spend Thanksgiving proper with my family. The day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, I get to spend it with my wife's family. And then the weekend after, we get to put up all the Christmas stuff. So it's going to be a nuts weekend. The rest of the week is just going to be busy, busy, busy. So that's why we're doing all this at the beginning of the week, and then we'll just, you know, take the rest of it off. And then the next week is birthday, and that's it. Ooh, craziness. So much fun. I'm just hyped. I'm happy to be moving on with some of these to the next installment and everything, because really Mass Effect 1 always feels kind of just like an obligatory entry in the series. It's the start. It's the first one. They haven't hashed everything out yet. But because of that, it just feels so much less polished than 2 and 3 does. Like, it doesn't have nearly as much spit shine on it. And I don't fault it for that. It's a product of the time. As I said, it was the first entry. It's the first one. It feels like it. And from there, they only refined it. I don't think less of it, but I am happy to be past it. If that makes any sense. Alright, well, that being said, let's see if we can find a raid. Let's see. Online right now. Let's go see Hermes. Let's go pay Hermes a visit. We haven't seen Hermes in a long while. Say hey for me, and I will see you guys tomorrow with some Final Fantasy VII. All right. Thank you for stopping in, and whether you lurked or chatted or anything like that, just hung out with us, I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for your time. I know there's a lot of options out there on the internet, and thank you for choosing me. Thank you, Mathilde. All right, see you guys tomorrow.